What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video on the channel, and it's another video where I check out a new car that they've added into Forza Horizon 5. I feel like this is becoming a bit of a habit now, where I just keep checking out new cars that they've added to Forza Horizon 5, but they just keep adding new cars. I don't know what their deal is, but for whatever reason, I don't know what happened over the past few months, but they're just constantly giving us content. Whereas new cars, new races, just the camera angle change for the drift cam as well. They're just constantly adding stuff into this game and they're updating the game. So overall, I'm very happy with what they're doing. They're constantly adding content into this game. And I'm very happy with that. This game is 2 years old, everyone, right? It didn't come out last year. It didn't come out this year. It's 2 years old and they're still updating it and they're still adding new content in it. And for that, I'm happy. So I'm not complaining that I'm making more of these videos where there's just new cars that I'm showcasing in videos. I'm just saying that it's becoming a habit where I'm just checking out new cars that they've added into the game. So this is the Celine S7 LM. Now the LM stands for Le Mans, I'm guessing. Hopefully it starts from that and it doesn't stand for something completely different. It does look like a race car version or a more hardcore version of their regular Celine S7. I'm so surprised that this is a 2017 car. I remember in the late-ish 2000s where the Celine S7 actually came out, and I remember I actually had a poster of this. I think my parents bought it for me when I was little. Yeah, it's 2004, and I remember I had a poster of this car when I was small. But this is, of course, a more hardcore version. I can't believe they released this in 2017. Like, Jesus. It revs so quickly. Whatever flywheel this thing has is insane. Oh, look at it. What a ridiculous car. What's crazy to me is that this car now in 2017, right, when it was created, it still looks crazy futuristic. Celine, I don't think, apart from the Celine S7, well, they made a couple more now, right? The SC something, I think, is what it's called. What is it called exactly? Let me go into it, because they made something else now. Celine, oh, the S1, sorry, not the SC. So they made the Celine S1, which is this, in 2018. But Celine is just a tuner. They've just, sorry about the message. Celine is just a tuner, right? Well, they've done a bunch of like Celine Mustangs and trucks, like as you can see here. It's just a bunch of random things that they've created and they've tuned, and they're really, really sick. But obviously their portfolio only has like basically two cars, which is the Celine S7 and the Celine S1, and they're very ridiculous cars. And this still looks modern to this day, in my opinion. The amount of vents and like openings and stuff that this thing has, it just looks so sick. I really, really like it. The only thing that's letting it down is the fact that the headlights are just look a little bit old, and same with the taillights, you know, being basically these old school lights that you were able to get, I think, on old buses, or the McLaren F1 had similar style taillights as well. So apart from that, if they modernize the taillights and the headlights a little bit more, maybe some LEDs and stuff like that, this would look like a car that came out today, and it just looks incredible. Such a sick car. It's really, really long. Look at the size of it. Oh, sounds good. Is it manual as well? It's manual too. I mean, I really, really liked the other car that we checked out from the car pack. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. But I really liked that, whatever brand of car that is. That's basically that brand's first car. I completely forgot the name already of it, but I made a video on that car, and this, oh my god, I'll have to put this at second place. Not to that car, but to the van. The van I love out of this car pack, but this has to be second place already. Very cool. Alright, let's do stuff to it, because I think this car can do some ridiculous things. I'm pretty sure the Celine S7 had a high top speed, over 200 miles an hour if I remember correctly. So I think this might also have a really high top speed as well. Let's, like I said, let's do stuff to it and see what it's capable of. This should probably be a better handling version of the regular car. Its handling is at 7.4 in S2. Not fantastic, but it is decent. We can also wider wheels, but only on the rear, which is so weird that sometimes you're not able to change the track or the tire width on the front or on the rear, or you can only change it in one place. I don't know. I don't want to really change the wheels either. They just, it looks like this, it just suits this car so well. I will change the track width because it looks really sick, especially when you can see the front wheels from the back just sticking out like that. That looks pretty ridiculous to me. As for the rear end, so obviously we can get rid of the wing fully. Oh, that actually, wow. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a burnout car without the wing on it. It just reminds me of a burnout car. Oh my god. Surely there is a Celine S7 burnout car. I think there is. Especially Burnout Paradise, anyway. That looks crazy. I'm definitely not taking the wing off. The wing looks so sick. As for engine swaps, we only have one engine, which is the Racing V12. And then we can, I'm guessing, all-wheel drive swap this thing. Which, why would you want to do that? It'll just ruin the way the car drives. I want to change a couple more things. How many gears does this have? 6-speed? Yeah, I'm going to guess it's a 6-speed since it is a manual. Just buying everything that could be customizable. As for the brakes, as much as I love these brakes, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it, if I add these? They look so small. Why do they look so tiny? What inch are the wheels? Can we change the actual wheel size? They're 19s. Yeah, that's why it looks so weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 20s, but we'll keep the original wheels though. 20s and 21. Yeah. Yeah, the brakes just look so tiny. Yeah, the brakes look so much better now, I think, once we get carbon ceramics. Even though the yellow I really like, though. I can put drift suspension on it if I really wanted to. I'm gonna get... Is the standard... It says unlock springs and dampers. I'm gonna have a look at something. Can we actually adjust the stock suspension on this thing? Because there are a few times, especially on cars like this, where you should... Yeah, you can. You can adjust it. So I'm not gonna even touch that. I'm gonna leave it alone as the race... race suspension. Power wise, it's already at 1,000 horsepower, which is ridiculous. 1,379, 1,500 horsepower. Finish it up at 1,587 horsepower, 1,742 newtons of torque, and weighs 1,340 kg. Jesus, I mean, this is a proper car. Those are some big numbers. I want to test out his top speed though. I feel like this guy would have like a ridiculous top speed. I'm pretty sure the original car. Yeah, look, 267 miles an hour. 273. 273.5. I want to test it. Wait, aero as well. Let me get rid of this. Let's go the other way. 278. I mean, there's countless ways to make this go faster. Like stiffening it up, I think, the front end, or lifting up the front end and lowering the back, like stuff like that. See, there you go, 279. There's like different ways to do this, and you'll have your top speed increase as well. As for the diff, I'm just gonna bring it up higher. It doesn't really make too much of a difference when we're going in a straight line. Anti-roll bars again, going in a straight line doesn't really matter too much. Same with everything here. I just want to test this thing out. I think the tire pressure, if I go all the way up, might increase my top speed a little bit. No? I don't know. We'll leave it like that. And let's just hit the top speed of this thing. See if we can crack the 280 mark, and then I'll change the tune on it and actually drive it on it like a track or something. Jesus. Okay, fourth is the only gear. Oh, slight slip. Very small slip from fourth. Let's go the other way, because the other way actually allows me to go slightly downhill. I want to see how quickly this thing reaches its top speed as well, because I feel like it could be very good. Alright. Oh, hello Golf. Don't mind me. I wonder how rare this thing is. Like, is this something that they've created? Like, is this like just a whole car that they decided to release, like the LM edition of the Celine S7, or is this something that current customers can just go, oh my god, man. Is this something that current customers that already own a Selena 7 could have gone to Selena and be like, yeah, give us the LM pack? It's already there. It's already at this top speed. This is ridiculous. It's got such a shunt of power, like such a big oof. Or torque, I mean. 278. I don't think I can crack 280 with this thing. Maybe downhill, actually. Let me go around this corner and we'll see. Let me just take this corner real quick and let's have a quick look. If I can hit the 280. We're gonna go slightly downhill now. 279, 280, 281, 281. It's fast. It is very fast. Right, well, I'm not going to go through the whole process of having a look at what's available for this thing. What I did change, as I'll tell you right now, is it's now all-wheel drive. And I did that on purpose, due to the fact that I really want to try and do, like, a hill climb with this thing. And see if it's capable there, because it feels like it has such good power out of corners that this could be very, very fun to try on like a hill climb track. Or torque, I mean, out of corners. And I really want to try it. So, the hill climb that we do have is here. It's this. It's the Vulcan Sprint. So I'm going to bring it over into a Rivals event and bring it over onto the Vulcan Sprint. I feel like I could change this thing a little bit because it kind of wants to understeer slightly. So I'm going to try and make it either slightly more rear biased or just change a couple things on it. But the handling did drop quite a bit, obviously, changing this thing from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive. But we do need it. We do need it for a hill climb. But I just wanted to try it like this because I feel like it could be really, really good for that. So that's why I did the changes that I did to it. Alright. I'm ready to see it do something. Let's see what it can do. Oh my god. That Lambo is fast, and I know it's going to be very fast around corners. But as soon as it straightens up a little bit, this thing is right back behind it again. I think it's got too much power. The build that I have for it is actually not too bad. It's just... definitely the car is not capable of keeping up with that Lambo. That thing is just a race car. Like, there's no like beating around the bush or anything like that. They added a race car into this game. And that's what that car is over there. It's pretty crazy that two of the Lamborghini, like just... oh no. There's two Lamborghinis in this game that are like absolutely mental to drive, which is that, the SC20 I'm pretty sure is what it's called. And the Sesto Elemento, which is another absolute monstrosity of a car. Basically the most OP car in this game if you want to race it against anyone. So it's crazy, but this is sick to drive. I expected a little bit more out of it, to be honest with you, on this hill climb. Like I said, I did tune it, I did change a bunch of parts on it and stuff like that. And it's fine, but it's not like... it doesn't handle like a race car. It doesn't turn in as sharply as that either. Maybe I ruined it because I made it all-wheel drive. But I definitely wouldn't be able to... whoa. I definitely wouldn't be able to accelerate out of corners like I am right now with this thing. If I left it as rear-wheel drive. The way I build my diff is actually very nice, though. Because I can push myself out of corners without... there you go, without too much oversteer or too much understeer, so it's just... pretty well balanced. But it's just the turn-in speed, just the front end turn-in is just not as great. It feels like it wants to understeer. I mean, you may say, oh, 7 seconds, it's really bad, you know? It's not really. But I pressed the wrong button. It's not really. that bad if you think about it. So what was it? 270. What did I get? 270. What am I on about? It was 229, right? Was that the time that I got there? I want to see whereabouts in the world is 229 on that. It's slow, yes, but it's not as slow as you may think. It's just that that car that I was racing against is very fast. And again, this is even like at the peak of its run. Let's have a quick look. And I'm 5,000 in the world with that Lambo as well that I tried it the last time. Because all these cars are so OP here. You have the Brabham, you have the Hot Wheels car, the Koenigsegg CCGT. So it's not OP. It's nowhere near like the OP cars, but. What was it, 227? Was it 227 or 229? It was 227, right? So it's around the same as what the Aston Martin Vulcan. It's what people are trying to get me to drive is the AMR, which I get it. It's fast. I've seen people in my comments just basically telling me to try the AMR, the Vulcan AMR. So it's around a similar time to the AMR. I think I can tune this better and I can drive it a little bit faster. But I really wanted to try this thing as an uphill car because I feel like it's quite capable of accelerating out of corners. So again, it's just turning in. Yeah, I don't have that steering angle. It just feels a little slow to turn in, and I am on sim steering as well. Or maybe it just is the steering angle because. See what I mean? Like I'm trying to turn in now and it's just, instead of the front end pulling in, kind of wants to understeer a tiny bit. And I'm on race tires with this thing. Fully slick. And I just can't use my power because it just doesn't have the grip. Let me know if you've built this thing for anything else because this is just kind of what I wanted to try this thing out on. Let's see what it's like. Maybe as a mid-engine car, or as a, what am I on about? Of course it's a mid-engine car. As a rear-wheel drive, I'm an idiot. Maybe as a rear-wheel drive, you've tried it for a different event and it's actually quite good. I mean, it definitely feels better as just as a rear-wheel drive. But I don't know why I wanted to build it for hill climbing because it's just something a little bit different. I haven't done a hill climb run in a long time on the channel, so I was like, you know what, let's test it out, especially since we have all this power to accelerate out of corners and especially accelerate uphill. And it has a ton of grip as well, accelerating uphill. I think this is significantly faster than the Lambo, by the way, accelerating uphill. It's just the front end isn't as sharp. It just doesn't dart in as quickly as it, and it's a little understeery, as you can see. Yeah, I mean I like it. It's a sick car. It's just something a little bit different, especially coming out of America, battling with the Euros. It's kind of fun. It's a fun car. Yeah, like I said, let me know if you built this thing for anything else down in the comments below. Maybe you built it for drag racing or something weird and stupid like that. It's probably very good, but yeah. But I'm down to read your comments and basically see what you guys have done to this car. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Saleen S7 LM is an absolute monster of a car with a stupid amount of power and a stupid amount of torque. It just does pretty ridiculous things, but just can't keep up with the Lambos. It's nowhere near like a PB car or anything like that, or an OP car or a meta car. But it's a good car. It's fun to drive. It just picks up speed so quickly. Alright, well yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.